possibilities.
That's true.
It's true. You bitch about that a lot, man.
Whatever.
Well, write a fucking commercial, Josh.
How many have you written, bitch?
None. It's not my job. I do all those sound effects.
I find these,
I've done things.
and I
I've
find
made
these
things
innocuous
happen.
companies that will give us money to run advertising because it's not fake. This is not the part of the show where we're going to talk
I
about
should have seen it coming, but I didn't.
the hot women. That's
feels
on
like-
the next show.
It feels like you're mocking Trey every time you do it, and I feel like you should be pissed about it.
Oh no, it's fantastic. Please give it up.
Oh no. Trey was still trying to swallow when he started talking.
What?
He was not successful in mocking me.
I have no fucking clue.
That's what you sound like.
I mean,
That is what
sound
Chuck
like-
sounds like when he is given head.
I was going to say Juliette Lewis, but
Or Juliette Lewis.
she's got a long neck, too.
You
I bet.
forgot that
That's-
noise you make, don't you? Didn't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, you did.
There it is.
what you watching?
It's like a mixture of Juliette Lewis and Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, randomly, your happy dance just like jumped into my head. We haven't seen that in a while. YouTube finally gets to see it.
I cannot believe you fucking remembered something.
There are certain
There's
things.
some things you don't forget,
There
man.
are certain things that are there forever.
Let's talk about some TV. Hey Chuck,
Yo,
tell me about Freakish.
that show sucks.
I told you before you started.
It looked awful. I didn't watch it, but
I
It
don't
looks
remember
so
what
terrible.
show this is.
Okay, so Freakish is a Hulu original. It's
I bet
essentially
it's not good.
Well, I mean, there's been several
You
Hulu
tried to
originals.
sell me on the pilot.
Well, okay, so everybody has, guilty pleasure shows, right?
I feel like this podcast really likes to trick their friends into watching shitty television.
Don't lump the podcast in with me.
What is that? I was going to say, what is Olympus you tried to get Trey to watch?
Yeah, it was
he
amazing.
tried to get both of us to watch it, didn't he?
Yeah,
He tried to get me to, but I didn't want to.
Either way, I
I
I watched
constantly
about
try
5
to get you guys
minutes.
to watch shitty TV because
Like
I don't want to
Colony.
be alone. No, Colony's wonderful. It's the 30th best show last year. I have the list.
Anyway, so I saw the the trailer for it. I'm
In your
like,
hospital fever.
and I was like, you know what? I'll give this a shot. It might be a guilty pleasure show, much like Hemlock. No, it's awful. Like it's
So it's Hemlock Grove.
it's
damn, Hemlock Grove's
so
good.
bad.
a moment
Yeah, I
of
know.
silence
Yeah, take a minute.
for Hemlock Grove.
I mean, this was
It's
Yeah.
enough.
that was enough.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
enough.
Oh,
I
Season
could
one
I
of
could have
that
gone
thing
another
about the
like
fact
2.5
that it's over.
seconds, but whatever.
Sucked.
Okay. Is that
Yeah,
right?
there was
Right.
there was it was good.
So like it's these kids are like trapped in a high school because there's this chemical plant in town and it blows up and like the small girls in or anything.
This sounds like a
everything.
Goosebumps book.
It kind of is, and like they start turning into like zombies that don't eat flesh; they drink blood. And Chad Coleman is in it from Tyrese from The Walking Dead, and he was in Arrow this year. He's awful in it too. They kill him quick. He was just like, cut me that check. Let me get this first episode out the way, and I'm gone.
I feel like that's
I'm-
kind of his thing now because spoilers, he died on Arrow pretty quickly.
Well, that is spoilers. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah, I've only watched one episode of that.
Well, God damn it.
nice
Thanks,
job.
dude.
Yep. Now it's your thing. Congrats.
It's aliens.
Nope.
It's aliens.
That is on you now.
Anyway, but
It
it
moves
sucks,
around
and it's
from
not
person to
like
person.
all the acting is bad, but it's not like self-aware, cheesy kind of bad. It's just bad. The writing sucks. The effects are terrible. Like I could give a shit about it. I hope they all die. But yeah, it's bad. And
All right.
the worst thing about it too is that since it's all like high school like age people, I feel weird about thinking any of the girls are hot, even though I know they're not in high school.
Yeah, they're all like 23, but
Yeah, but I still is like So I'm gonna pass on that. Cut.
Yeah,
Cut-
that's
cut
a cut.
this.
That's
Cut
a
it.
hard cut. I saw the trailer and I was like, cut. You know it's not a cut, and news that I just found out. Do you know what's coming in January?
Go on.
Sense8 season 2.
Fuck.
It's back, folks.
I did this. I tempted fate by liking Falling Water that fucking Sense8 got renewed.
That's what happens.
I blame myself.
It's evidently done
should.
filming. This just went under the radar.
God.
Sense8 not a big hit for Netflix.
no,
I
or for
couldn't
this
The
finish
podcast.
that
fucking
first
Wachowskis, man.
God damn it. That ruined my night. Ruined my week.
I'm excited for season 2. I don't think there will be more than season 2. if that helps.
They made The Matrix and then just no, Speed Racer. Speed Racer was a delight.
No, you had it right the first time there.
Why do you do this yourself?
Also, a Blu-ray I refused to sell.
Probably
Because they wouldn't give you any money.
No.
They're like, yeah, sir, we'll take this. You
Give
owe
me
us $2.
$7.
It was so
You had
good.
$150 worth of movies you traded in. But
There's a restocking
it negated
fee
all of that.
and an asshole fee. You own Speed Racer, kind of an asshole.
Kinda.
It's so good. You guys are the worst.
I don't even think kids like that movie.
Literally no one on this earth other than Josh
And
likes that
Japanese
movie.
people. Japanese people like that movie.
You know there's somebody out there who likes it even more than me, right?
Rob Barnett.
You're damn right.
That says nothing. Rob is
No.
the happiest.
And Michael Dackness liked
he
it a
likes
lot.
everything. I've never met Mike, and I'm disappointed in him.
He's a good
As
man.
am I. I have met him. He is a wonderful guy, but I'm still incredibly disappointed in him.
It's such a good movie. So good.
Mike's the one with the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I own that album.
I do too.
I don't know which album, but I own one of their albums.
Let Love Live.
That one, yes, I own that one.
It comes randomly onto my phone sometimes when
Yeah,
it's
it's
on
solid.
shuffle.
Yeah, they have a solid.
They're not bad.
What else?
It's a dynamite endorsement from my friend right
Yeah.
there. They're not bad.
Whatever.
No, it's really good. I mean,
They are actually. No, I was talking about me. I was
Oh,
giving
okay.
myself shit about that.
The Crown, new Netflix joint.
I started watching
Yep.
this.
Yeah.
The move kind of ruined me on TV this week. I feel bad.
What was the excuse 2 weeks ago?
I suck.
Okay. I just want to get it out there. You started off good.
I'm trying.
You
I
started
really
off
am
good.
trying. I really wanted to play Watch Dogs today, but instead last night, I finished Atlanta. So there's that.
That's good. Not yet, though.
I know.
I'm not talking about that yet. I'm talking about the Crown. Thoughts?
I really like it. I'm looking forward to finishing this show. I watched the first 2 episodes. Sports. And even though it is kind of slow, it intrigues me.
Kinda?
Yeah. And typically, I don't like slow shows at all. Like, you guys like slow stuff way more than I do.
You look like you were verklempt there for a second.
I'm a little
You're like,
verklempt.
and typically.
I thought we might need to talk amongst ourselves.
You drive on a parkway, you park in a driveway. Discuss. Anyway, the historical aspect of this like really intrigues me, and the acting and the music are just fucking top notch, man. The guy who plays King George, I can't remember. I can never remember his name. He's in a bunch of stuff.
I
He's
don't like
awesome.
him, but he's good in everything, and I just don't like him, and I don't get it. But he's
I
in a
don't
lot
get
of
it
shit
either.
that I like.
Yeah, he's typically a villain when
A lot of the time.
But yeah, I like that. I don't know what his name is, but he's really.
I
good,
looked it up
but
last night and I've forgotten. John Lithgow is amazing as
Yeah.
Winston Churchill.
He is really, really, really good in this movie
What?
movie show.
I'm not reading that. I want to read anything from
I've
here.
chosen well.
Okay, cool.
She'll watch Speed Racer with me.
Oh.
Oh God.
You're still in the
Yeah.
You're still
I
in the
like
early
that
phase.
girl.
I used to pretend to like stuff for Jayla too.
Fuck you guys, man.
That went away.
Speed Racer is so good. Racer.
So The Crown, I can't just. It has great music. It's wonderfully acted. It's very well shot.
Everything about it technically
How
is
many
superb.
It's just
Episodes is this?
10.
Yeah, it's 10. It bored me.
That's a
It
I
just-
looked at it. If it would have been like 6, I might have thought about finishing.
And
it
I
out,
like
but 10,
historical stuff
I
like
can't
that.
do
I
it.
don't understand. It's a lot like Downton Abbey for me. I tried watching season 1 of that, and like it's super well made. But like, and obviously I'm in the minority. People love it, and people seem to really be loving The Crown. It's got super high ratings, but it's it just can't. I was struggling to get through one episode.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I started the first episode like 3 times.
I
and
don't
finally
love
got
Matt
through it the third time.
Smith,
Who dat?
the doctor. By that I mean the guy that was in Doctor Who, but he plays her husband.
He's the
Oh,
27th
okay.
Doctor. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you knew. I was like,
I was
why
just
did you
talking
know
about-
that?
11th?
Yes.
Ah, I sadly did know that.
I forget that you know
You
stuff
got
like that.
tricked.
Do you like Doctor Who?
I don't. I'm not
You
current on it, but I do like it.
asshole.
I'm with them, but sadly I still know because I'm just
A
in,
lot of
like,
our audience really likes Doctor Who.
Yeah,
well, they're
I mean,
wrong.
I'm not like. By no means am I this like giant Doctor Who fanatic, but that show is good.
I've never watched a single thing, so I can't like honestly speak
Was he
about
was
it.
he the bow tie guy?
Yes.
hmm
Okay, yeah,
With
that
the
makes
fez.
sense. He's actually doing really well in this.
He was solid in the one thing. His face annoys me.
Of the
That's
Doctor
fair.
Who I have seen, he is like easily the best.
He looks
Doctor
like a
Who.
low-rate Bond
For me.
villain.
I do like David Tennant though.
David Tennant is awesome.
He's a very good actor.
Yeah, I've liked him in
Also,
other
could be
things.
a Bond villain.
David Tennant.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
but he would
yeah.
be like an A grade one though. He would be a good one. Matt Smith kind of looks like a
A grade?
shitty A grade.
Got it.
He looks like a shitty henchman in a Bond film.
He looks like he was the villain in a Terminator movie. Oh wait,
Or he kind of looks like he could be like a Charlie's Angels reboot villain.
please don't let that happen.
I know. I shouldn't have
don't-
put that idea
I
out
don't
there.
want that. Those
Oh,
movies.
I
are
just broke the
awful.
world.
Yep. If it wasn't for Speed Racer's domestic gross, it would have lost almost $120 million.
Domestic gross?
If it wasn't for, if it's just for domestic,
Oh,
it
okay.
didn't include. It actually made $93 million worldwide. So it
I would be
netted
so interested to
$10
see
million
how much of that
total.
is Japan. I like that. That's
So,
what you've been
like,
doing too.
literally no point to anything you said. The movie made money.
It made $10 million, considered a box office flop.
Yeah, that's not with marketing and everything considered, is it?
Correct. That
Yeah.
is just ticket
Yeah,
sales.
so that lost money.
Okay.
It cost $120 million to make.
Whatever. I'm just chiming in. I'm going with the flow here.
Okay. I'm not going to give you any examples because I know you're going to ask for them, but there have been plenty of good movies that have not made money. Actually, John Carter.
Oh man, victory sip.
John Carter
So
is
sweet.
better than Speed Racer. I will
Oh, God,
totally
why-
give you that.
It
By-
is.
like.
But
by
that's because
miles.
John Carter's a 20 out of 10. Speed Racer's a 19.
Why do you try to make me not like John Carter? It's like you try.
God, the movie's so good.
That girl in it is so fine.
You said that wrong.
Fine.
It sounded like you said fire.
I keep hoping that like randomly me and Chuck will do like in stereo again, but it's just never gonna happen.
I really
We
thought
can't
you
get
were
that
going
lucky.
to join in. It did not happen. I was like, whoops.
Oh, you gave up quick.
Tripped up so hard. It was like somebody shut like the hatch on you. You're singing R. Kelly was the last thing you wanted anybody to hear.
Yeah, the hatch. Love Lost.
Oh God, number one most overrated show of all time.
Nah, it's good.
I'm with you, Josh. I love that show.
It's very good.
What else we got? I'm going to talk about Quarry.
Crown is a keep for me.
It's, yeah, it's cut for me.
Most likely a cut for me unless one day I just get bored and
It's
want to be more
probably a
bored.
non-starter for me.
That's fair.
I was excited when I saw the trailer, but
Yeah,
after
you were
hearing
like the
guys-
first one to even say something about it.
After hearing you guys
Now
talk
Boone
about
just
it,
talks
I'm
about it all the
You
time.
do really like random slow shows sometimes.
I
Maybe.
know that's what worries me is I think I could love this show, but Boone
Is
likes
that what
it, so
worries
it's
you?
probably a no.
The guy's name is Jared Harris. Okay, go on.
that seems right.
Jared's not a very Britishy kind of name,
It's Gerard.
It wouldn't be one of the Britishy things to say.
as opposed to Pip Torrens.
That is a British as fuck name.
Yeah, Pip is British.
Anybody named Pip.
Is this? We don't know his middle name. It could be like Scone.
Jared Scone Harris.
That's fair. That's fair.
What else would you have gone with? Give me shit for Scone. I don't know British things. That's Brady. All right, Quarry. That finished.
Yeah, how was it?
It's a good show.
That,
Uh,
that means I'm not gonna continue.
No,
it.
like I like it probably a little more than I should. It's not a great show, but I would consider it a really good show.
Did the story intrigue you?
The story's really cool. It's cool how they unfold the story. Like for most of the show, I was like, I don't know why this is happening. But they do at least in the end. Like they don't just leave you being like, what the fuck just happened? You at least get everything wrapped up. There's
Right.
a lot of that show uses coincidences pretty well. which
Does
is-
the guy that looks like Rucker Hauer Light in underwear stick around a pretty good long time?
oh
That
that
was
guy?
incredibly descriptive.
But watch the show. It's him.
He gets hurt and he goes and stays with his mom, who's the best character on TV.
I could see that.
She's amazing. It's so good. And yes, he's almost always in his whitey tidies.
It's weird. Singing.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I like
he
that
is
guy.
a flaming homosexual as well. I mean,
Trey's
he is-
in.
He is very
Trey?
gay.
Yep.
Trey would like this show. I'll just put that out there. You're never gonna watch it at this point.
Probably not.
I mean,
Uh,
his wife gets naked a lot in the first episode.
Cool.
She is the worst part about that show. She's almost not needed. And the way he says the name Joni, which is her name, like at least 30 times an episode you hear this, Joni? Joni? It's, oh, god damn it. Logan Marshall
Is he
Green is
Scooby-Doo?
very good.
Really?
Logan Marshall Green also has this weird lump on his forehead. It's like
Oh, Reese Witherspoon
Reese-
syndrome.
oh wow,
Fantastic.
you just stroked
I was so
out.
excited that it came up in conversation.
What if they touched bumps?
Then ET is phoned home. So that show is very slow, but about at least once an episode, there is something that will make you out loud go, "Holy shit!" Like you'll be like, "This is." It's moving along, and I'm interested, but this is really slow. Oh my god, that guy's face is gone, like
so
out of nowhere.
says Banshee kind of.
It's not as over the top as Banshee. I wish it was more over the top.
You really want a new Banshee, don't
God.
you?
Well, this is
Damn it.
kind
With
of what
all my
they put
heart.
it in Banshee's slot. So,
Ooh,
uh,
that's dirty.
oh, I see where that went.
Did Banshee ask for it or have it coming? Maybe.
No, Evan's reaction was we just need to leave it at that. Oh, I see where that went.
I mean, Banshee shouldn't have wore that.
I
you
was
know?
just about to make that joke.
Damn.
This is not the
guys
part
are
of the
awful.
show where we talk about the women we want to be with. That's coming soon. It's on the next show. So yeah, I actually liked it. I'm going to show you a scene after this because you're never going to watch it. Remember in Banshee in season 3
Remember?
with the Indian guy, and you're like, oh, they really killed that actor.
Yeah.
There's a moment like that, and you're like, oh, that guy's dead.
Does half of his torso look like a fucking crescent moon when
No,
he's
his face.
all right?
It's awesome.
All right,
Remember
yeah.
the guy
I'm in.
that was
Remember?
yes, the Elliot's boring boyfriend that gets sued. That he's going rafting in
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Whose name I've forgotten all of a sudden from Scrubs.
Yeah.
That's gonna kill me. But
Sean?
anyways, no, it's not Sean. No, Scrubs
Jesus
better.
Christ.
For half.
Sean.
Hold on. For half that.
Bug.
Shut up for a second. For half that question, I thought you were still talking about Quarry. So
God damn. Anyways,
ask the Scrubs question again.
no, it's over
God
with.
damn it.
Anyways, it's that guy. I was like, oh, he is in other things. Well, he's not in that show for season 2. His face
Elliot's-
is gone.
Elliot's. I'm trying to follow. Ask it. Please ask. One
No,
more
it's
time.
over.
Please.
Corey's good.
God damn it.
If you like the first episode, you'll like the whole show because the entire thing. And also, it does the thing where
They just play the same episode 10 times.
yeah. Well, the show opens with it does the thing where the show opens with a scene from the final episode, and it kind of all shows you how they got
Oh.
there,
gotcha.
which I enjoy.
God, the more we're talking about this, the more I really do want to watch
You
it.
would like this show.
Cinemax is
I
awesome.
got to see this scene you're talking about because I now have to figure out this Scrubs question. It's gonna bother me for the rest of my life.
Or until I show you.
No, you should probably just let it bother him for the rest of his life.
Just look it up on your phone.
I'm trying to stay engaged.
I was so proud of myself that I found the answer to that X-Men trivia question.
I knew you looked that up.
Oh yeah, but dude, it took some legitimate research.
I just knew that.
There were like no less than 15 Google searches before I finally found something that would tell
What
me.
is it?
You know, you can just do
There's a
reverse
picture
image
that's circling
lookup.
around this little meme of it shows,
Oh.
it shows
Shows where
it
Mike
came from,
Pence.
though.
Yeah.
And I asked, more importantly, do you know who that is in
In the X-Men
picture?
panel,
And
yeah.
then he had to research because
Hmm.
most people keep saying
I found
Robert
an
Kelly.
Instagram
And I was like,
account.
no, it's not Senator Kelly.
I just have an Instagram account
Was
that
that
has like
Kriga?
multiple things.
No, it's Stryker.
Striker.
It's when Stryker's going as Reverend Stryker, and he leads a group called the Purifiers.
Mm.
He crazy,
Crazy.
cray cray. That's for you,
No,
cray cray.
Elliot's what?
Shut up. No, we're moving on. Let's talk about Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
You didn't
it's
So
finish?
you
actually-
didn't finish it,
Mm-mm.
I
dude.
fucking love Atlanta.
It's so fucking good.
Very, very good. I wish that, in retrospect, I wish I would have marathon the show.
It's way better.
Yes, it is.
Because I watched it week to week, and the one that episode 6, I want to say,
With his baby mama episode,
Oh my
it's the
God.
randomly.
it sucked.
It's a terrible episode of television
For a
It's-
terrible character, she's the worst.
and it has a gross ass scene. When she drains the diaper, she needs clean
Oh, yeah.
urine to get drug
Drug
tested.
test.
So she gets her child's diaper,
She
Oh,
boils it.
she boils it and runs it through a.
Trey sounded like
You turned that way, motherfucker.
She
Trey
rings
sound-
it into a colander like that.
Trey sounded like he was like going Super Saiyan there for a second.
She gets scissors and was like cutting it into pieces, and then just goes.
Yeah, she opened up the first one that was shit, and she's like, "Nah, I better
Yeah,
not."
that's not good. And then she tries to cut around it and get urine, and she squeezes it. It's so nasty.
Dude. Control yourself, motherfucker.
It's so gross.
God damn.
That went swimmingly.
Oh god, it was so bad.
I said when I watched it, I was watching it just by myself. I was like, Josh is gonna puke when he watches
and
this.
then, so she
It came
wraps it in a
close.
condom, right? And like tapes it to her leg.
Oh, God,
And
yeah.
she goes into the bathroom and she's like trying to undo the knot. She can't. So of course goes
Does
to
it
the
go
teeth.
everywhere?
And of course it
in her
does.
mouth.
Yeah,
It's just a little bit of pee.
That whole episode it was
boiled
not needed.
pee. So it's. I mean, at least it's clean.
Yeah.
And then she still
It's like
gets fired.
cider, really.
She walks out and there's just urine all over her, and she's like, "I smoked weed." So the whole episode is like not needed.
Oh, and she's
Oh,
like, "Hey, listen, we all smoke weed from time to time."
But
"Oh,
now
really?"
that you've told me,
but you're fired.
You're fired.
That show was so fucking good though.
Yeah, outside of that, it's great. Episode 7 is my favorite episode of TV this year.
It's so crazy.
hilarious.
It's genius.
That
Like-
fucking
man, I'm so-
Twix or not Twix, Trix commercial.
Trix commercial. Oh
Holy
my!
shit.
I was about to.
Hey,
throw up.
he's just wanting to get some cereal, man. Back off. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Get on your face.
Me do
My job. Come on, man.
The
And
whole
It's an
episode.
animated.
that one kid pulls out the cell phone is like snapping videos
No,
of this
it's an
cop.
animated like Trix commercial in which the like dog character or whatever tries to steal the fucking cereal and a cop arrests him and the kids are like
It's all
filming
about
it on cell
like a black
phones.
profiling arrest
Oh, yeah.
too.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
the Dodge commercials. The dude with no pants fucking filling up the Charger at the gas station. He's just been driving in circles for like a week. It's the only thing he kept in the divorce.
And then so the whole episode just is Paperboy on a random talk show as like being like the bad part of black culture, and he's with like this super PC host and this
It's all about
feminist.
trans awareness.
oh,
oh.
Jesus Christ.
And like it comes out of nowhere. Like Ern's not even in the episode.
I'm excited. Yeah, this
It's
is
like something you would see on like CNN or something. It's just
Right.
like a
When
point counterpoint.
When it
kind of
starts,
thing.
I was like, "Did I download the wrong thing?" Like that's how much it's
and
like
then
out
there's
of nowhere.
Paperboy just like, oh.
Yeah, and the whole episode, he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Like one point he's like, Ern,
He's like,
what's going on, Ern?
He's like, it's rap, man, and like it just keeps going. Like, oh my god! And
No, dude.
then it cuts to another commercial, and every one of them is comedy gold.
Dude,
And then
it's
there's a black guy that has had some kind of he identifies as a white guy,
Yes,
and he's
he
in
wants to
white
get
face.
surgery.
He wants to get surgery to where he was like he feels like he's a white guy trapped in a black guy.
Oh, this
Dude,
like
body.
was prevalent, like when like all the trans like movement like started when like Caitlyn Jenner like first kind of like came onto the scene or whatever. That was like a prevalent thing that people that were
Like-
against the trans movement were talking about. Like, what's next? Like, are people that are white gonna feel like
So,
they were born black? And
He has the surgery over the course of the show, and at the end, it's just a black guy with like a fucking wig on and like a
blonde-
sweater vest.
dude. Paperboy's reaction to that shit is
Paperboy
the greatest
laughs.
thing.
So funny.
It's
Oh, man.
like
I
I
can't wait
will
to watch
sit
this.
and watch it with you after this.
I
If
will
don't
too.
do it.
There is no doubt because Brittany really likes that show too, like a lot. So there is no doubt that the next off day I have,
Like, I just
It's-
want
that
to
is
fucking
getting
watch it
marathon.
again. And then,
I'm with you.
It's one of the best written shows. It's so smart,
It's
man.
No,
so
when
good.
Paperboy goes back to fucking get that money in the club,
Oh, he beats the shit out of that
he
guy.
slaps him with some fucking cash. It was awesome.
nothing beats the moment after that. Did you notice? People missed it. Tori missed it, and I told him, and he lost his shit. He's
Dude.
like, I didn't even know what happened.
I freaked the
Oh,
fuck
you talking
out.
about the
The
car?
invisible car. There's a throwaway line earlier in that episode where he's like,
This
"Oh,
guy's like-
Darius is like, yo, I heard he got an invisible car." They're like, nobody's got a fucking
Yeah,
invisible
look at these
car.
pictures.
He
And it's
shows
just
one
some
on
guy
Instagram
like
and
doing
he's like-
this.
And you're like, so you think he's faking it, and then after somebody starts shooting
Pow,
at the
pow.
club,
Oh shit!
you see,
Bodies flying everywhere.
I almost threw up, man.
It's easily my comedy of the year so far. Like, God,
yeah.
that show is so good.
It totally is, and that's my
But
moment
it's
of the year.
but it's poignant though too.
Dude, the last episode was
well, the last
so
like
good.
5 seconds, you know, you find out where he's been when he's not sleeping over at that girl's house.
I mean, he's trying to better himself. God, man, yeah.
Dude,
Donald
That
Glover.
show.
I mean, he is putting work. You can tell that's his baby. He's writing. You know, he's. I mean, he's just killing it on
Yeah.
that. I mean, it's so good. I can't recommend that show enough. Like that's
Darius is so fucking good.
Darius is my character of the year. so
He's
far.
so good. Also, can we talk about Black Justin Bieber?
the
It's
Vine star.
so random. It's just they literally created a character who is just Justin Bieber but black and called Justin Bieber.
And they play
When he
Paperboy
tackles
plays
him-
him in basketball.
When he tackles him on the layup, it's the greatest.
The white guy that was at like the Black Oppression Party was
The
amazing.
Heritage Awareness?
Yes, God, it was so good.
He's like, what are you? What? Like, where are your ancestors from? He's like, Congo or...
And Ern at the end is like, "You're fucked up, dude."
That dude kind of looks like Peter Gregory.
It did kind of look like Peter Gregory. Yes, Atlanta's amazing.
God, that show is so good.
Finally for TV, Goliath.
National Bank.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We got Chuck on this. He was not here when we talked about the first time when we watched the premiere episode. Since then, you actually ended up finishing it before any of us.
I thought that I was.
No, we talked you into it afterwards. We were like, Chuck, you'd
Yeah,
really
we
like
constantly just talked about how like this is a Chuck-ass Chuck show.
Yeah, I
What's
just
this show
remember
again?
you guys
Goliath.
saying that the end of this episode 2 was like
Oh, Billy Bob.
Yep.
up for moment of the year, and
I do want to see
remember
this show.
hearing that. I thought it was on the show, but anyway, yeah.
So thoughts?
It starts off incredibly strong. There's some pacing issues in the middle,
Agreed.
but also finishes, in my opinion, incredibly strong. Billy Bob Thornton,
He just kills it the whole fucking show,
man,
man.
he's good, dude.
What is this insane moment in episode 2?
Okay,
Somebody
so
disappears.
Like,
So-
literally?
Spoilers if you are planning on watching this, and I recommend you do, but
I mean,
just
I do
skip
wanna
like the
see it,
next
but-
like 30 seconds. But yes, it's the end of a trial. Like things are going well for a trial. He's kind of like he has strong feelings for the person that's hired him, and they are walking out of the courtroom
In the
and
middle of a conversation.
yeah, and like nothing is amiss at all.
yeah,
And then a van completely destroys her.
just
Like,
mows
just
her
out of
down.
nowhere?
Yes,
Like,
she
yeah,
were, like,
and he's
like-
still
Final
walking.
Destination?
yeah, he just goes and like you're like.
He like does
Where'd
a
she
double
go?
take. Like she legitimately just
And then it
disappears
cuts
off
to
the
her,
screen,
and she is dead.
Really?
Like, super dead.
Like the most dead.
just mangled.
And then that guy like is like, hey, yeah, he calls up on the like a phone, like anonymous tip, hit and run. I saw this license plate, and he's like at a garbage place, and they're like compacting that car while he's talking. It's the guy who ran her over, who
Oh,
paid to run her over. But yeah, it's like out of fucking nowhere. She's just gone.
Yeah. So, I didn't love William Hurt in the show.
Really?
I did. He
Yeah.
was incredibly
He's-
easy to hate,
He was
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
and that's the point.
The way he played the character, I just thought was odd.
I think the character's odd.
Yeah, maybe so. I couldn't get into that character. I guess he was an asshole, and
I will
so I got
say-
that part. But it was just the weirdness. I was just like,
It w-
okay.
It was a little hard to like get inside that character's head. Like I couldn't quite figure out if he was just like eccentric by nature or if like
Well, he's not naughty by nature.
most aren't. But no, like
Not that I
I
hate
just
ya.
couldn't really figure out his like motivations. If he was just crazy or, you know, like what?
I just think that he hated Billy Bob Thornton's character so much. He was just willing to go
Well-
all out to make him lose and make him suffer.
Well, then there was like that throwaway line towards the end where he like collapses in court or whatever, and then they're like, yeah, like he had this mini stroke that no one knew about, like that could potentially account for all this erratic behavior. Because
He
like
also,
clearly
like,
he was
half
like,
of his body was caught on fire. That whole speech that he gave to
Did
that one girl.
did I miss how that happened, or did they never
Yeah.
explain?
He tells that girl about how
I
like,
must have just missed that.
half of his body was burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, I still
essentially.
remember how. But did he ever say how the fire got lit?
He does. I don't remember exactly what it was.
I couldn't
but-
remember if he actually said that because I might have missed that part too. Like I remember the conversation you're talking about. I still remember him saying how he got lit on fire.
It was after he showed that one girl his giant dong.
Yeah, his prosthetic dong. William Hurt does not have that big of a penis. There's just no way.
Man, good on him if you do.
You
Mr.
don't.
Hurt.
You're a liar.
I
You're a-
figured it out.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the neighbor who was going to go to Australia. Got it.
Yeah,
Up top.
you know what I said a little while ago.
Up
I'm
top.
not doing it. No, we're past that.
You must bump this.
Um,
I can't believe that just happened. All of that.
What?
anyways,
I had nothing to say.
this
on
show reminds me of. I don't like it as much, but it reminded me a lot of Billions.
Kinda.
A lot of like powerhouse acting. A lot of big like one actor carrying a big moment with a speech. It was
I
really
mean,
good.
in that sense, I guess you're right.
Also, settle this for me. Brittany is smoking hot, right?
Which one's Brittany?
The prostitute.
Oh, sure.
Smoking hot one.
Is that still a thing?
Yes, she is.
Her face is pretty.
That's
It's not
fair.
a 10, but from the neck down, that woman is a 10.
Oh yeah.
God.
Also, the
I
stuttering
don't see it.
girl I thought was pretty cute too. What's her name?
The
She is
stuttering
cute.
girl?
No, there's a
Yeah.
stuttering
I really
girl.
The
hope
best
that
friend.
she's
cute.
You mean the best friend from Juno? That's what you mean.
Yeah.
that is who she is.
That's exactly what I know her from.
The best part of the show, though, outside of Billy Bob's acting, was his woman lawyer that helped him. She was fantastic.
Yeah, whose name no one can pronounce,
No, I have no idea.
including me right
and I
now.
love the fact that she like hangs out with like these thug Armenian.
Patty,
One dude
Sola,
that just like has to like
Pepper
cram into the back of Billy Bob Thornton's
Every
convertible.
time they're in his car, it gets better and better because
Yeah.
there's always more people. God, it's so fucking funny.
And they show it from like a distance, and it's like a silhouette, and that man is just like giant, like towering
His
over the
foot's
car.
hanging out of the car.
Yeah, it's the best.
He just walks up to him. You want a job?
yeah.
Also, props to whoever designed, and I'm hoping it's a legitimate courtroom. If it is, if I never get
That
arrested,
court was awesome.
that courtroom was fucking
The
badass.
stained glass up top and
It was
everything.
insane. It's the coolest courtroom I've ever seen.
Also, fuck Harold Perrineau. What a dick. He is so easy to hate. I hate him.
He was great on Constantine.
Don't interrupt my sentence.
You were totally done with that sentence.
I was about to say
Sarah
also
Winter has
hated him.
work again. I was happy about that.
Who?
The chick from 24.
Oh.
The kid's mom.
Yeah,
She was a bitch at first. Then they kind of like made her not a bitch. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the way we went.
but I liked what's his name in the show, despite Chuck's hatred of him.
Harold Perrineau.
Yeah,
Oh, Michael?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow!
Even in Constantine, he was the fucking villain at the end.
and this he was not the villain though. Like you could tell in that last episode when Billy
There was
Bob
a
Thornton.
couple of times towards the beginning when he's
He-
trying to get in his pocket where he did some things that was
He
just
is like just super
what?
by the book, and I admit sometimes he's an asshole because of that. But like there was that moment right after Billy Bob Thornton gave like that badass closing argument that was just like absolutely fucking awesome, and it cut straight to him, and he's just got this smile on his face, like you could tell he was like rooting for Billy Bob Thornton in the end, like he
No,
really
he
wanted to come
wasn't.
back.
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
he was rooting for
$162
chaos
million
and
fucking
hatred.
dollars. God, I was so happy.
I like that show. a
God, he
lot.
held that pause so long too.
Yeah, he did, man. He was savoring it.
He was just like swaddling that pause.
It was a bit of a swaddle.
It was a pause swaddle for sure.
Paswaddle.
Yeah. You know what's up. Yeah, Cobbler. I can't wait to make that.
All right, movies. Mascots.
Hey, I watched that.
I watched half of it.
I watched the whole thing.
I really
also watched
enjoyed
the
the
whole
half I watched. I had to be cut off, and I never got
It
to get
is a
back to it.
Christopher
I was gonna say,
Guest
is it
fuck
really?
movie.
Yep.
Yes, it is best in show. Take the dogs out. Put in mascots.
Yep.
Very true.
I don't.
If you don't like
adore
Christopher Guest,
Guest,
don't watch it.
Okay.
It is
It is.
Christopher.
Yeah.
The best thing about so did you see the part about the furry?
Yes.
Like halfway through the furry,
That's
where
like where I ended.
okay, so there's this part where, of course, it's a big mascot thing, and there's this random pink bunny that walked in, and just like one of these guys is a furry, and I can't figure out which. And it's like he's just barely like touching certain things and kind of like getting shivers and stuff, and somebody will notice him, he'll run away. You missed this one part too. There's one mascot that's just a big fucking clam. So that furry, there's a couple of times that furry will do something crazy, and that clam's mouth just like. Just slowly agapes, but at the very end, that bunny comes out of nowhere. It just starts dry humping the shit out of another mascot. They're like, "There he is! Get him! It's him!" And that bunny just like takes off. It's ridiculous.
I really enjoyed the half of this that I watched. It was
It's
funny.
Really fucking funny.
Parker Posey is back.
Yeah, she is. She's
funny,
funny.
yeah.
She's really funny in
She
it.
was
Also
really funny.
riddled with HPV.
I was gonna say we had this discussion.
we
last
talked
week.
about this last week.
Hepatitis C.
No, see, you weren't involved in that discussion last
I've
week.
also
man.
like never rooted for a mascot more than I have the
Parker Posey?
no, the guy.
That's Yop in 4.2.
The guy who did the ladder stunt.
The hedgehog.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't remember what
British
the animal
hedgehog
was
who
for some
trying
reason.
to impress his dad.
Oh, that guy was awesome. I
Yeah.
loved him. Yeah, he was really good.
His routine was fantastic.
Yeah, it was. It's
That
very
the plumber
impressive.
is chasing around that little shit. Literally, that's what happened.
Yep.
There's a little shit mascot.
I loved that. I'm going to finish that. I loved the humor in it. But he is right. If you don't like Best in Show, like it is
Yeah,
Best
don't
in
watch that.
Show.
Evan, you are being creeped upon.
I'm just hiding behind the mask.
oh,
Okay.
I have nothing to do with
Nah,
this
nah, nah.
discussion.
Well, you got stuff to do with most of the rest of these.
Yeah,
Not
now
this.
I'm good.
Not this one though.
Damn it.
Hacksaw Ridge.
If I had money, I would have gone to see this today. I thought about it.
It's good. It's really good.
I really want to see it, even though I'm not allowed to go see it because I'm Jewish.
Mel Gibson did direct this movie, and
I still hold a grudge.
he's an interesting director. There's
I never saw Apocalypto.
I'm just glad he's back.
It is the most boring movie, but it's shot well.
What did he say he was thinking about directing today? There was like something. It was like Iron Man 4.
Please let that
I
happen.
swear to God, he said he would direct Iron Man 4.
I mean, Walt Disney, not known as a lover of the Jews either.
That is accurate.
So who knows?
It would actually be just Iron Man hunting down the Jews.
Andrew Garfield is really good in this. In context of watching that movie, his accent doesn't seem weird like it does in the trailer.
Okay. I was going to ask that.
Like halfway through the movie, or not, nowhere near that amount of time in, like you just stop noticing. Like it's fine. Double clutch. What was that? What?
Caught me off guard.
You stop noticing it altogether, and I'll tell you who's surprisingly just amazing in this is Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is incredible.
Was he like
in
a
this
drill
movie.
sergeant?
Yes.
Or his, okay.
He is so good. I really loved it. It's a really good movie and a great war movie. They spend a lot of time, to their credit, trying to establish his character of like why he has the strong convictions of what he is. It maybe lasts a little too long.
Gotcha.
The movie's 2.5 hours, and they maybe spend a little too much time before they get to the war. It's still really good, but my God, from the moment they start fighting, that movie gets insane. The violence in it is like Saving Private Ryan level violence.
Interesting.
It's really and
I really want to see this.
Despite knowing like what he does, like he just wouldn't stop going back for people.
Mhm.
Like you were on the edge of your seat the whole time. Like it does a good job of like, even though you know how this ends, like you were like you were
Edge of your
crazy suspenseful, and you were cheering for him. You would get invested in it. It is like such a really, really well made movie.
Is this like top 10 potential or no?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think
It's probably top 5 for me right now.
Dang.
I think next week I'm
It's been
going
a-
to try and go see it.
It's been a slow year to be fair.
That's
but
fair, but still.
Deep Water still in your top 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's one I need to see.
Man, so good.
I would put this. It's probably a top 5 war movie for me. I'd say
That's
it's up there with like Fury, and you know how much I love
That is
Fury.
Jake
Fury was
Jesus
so good.
Christ.
Sorry, I just want to get it.
Jack Black.
What'd you think of We Were Soldiers?
It's a solid movie, not
all
a
right,
great
right?
movie, but a solid movie.
I just remember the napalm.
Yeah,
It was rough in that movie.
there's napalm in this movie too.
Of course there is.
Yes, so
I'm actually really intrigued to see it.
yeah, it's really good. Even Sam Worthington's good in it.
He's always good.
He's in good movies. He's not
He's
always good.
He's the best Terminator there ever was.
So, fun fact
I love that movie.
whenever we laugh really hard or shake the table in any way, the Dishonored mask kind of does like a
Oh no, he did.
Yeah. It's really fantastic to watch on the
We
the
can
screen.
Can we loop in Walk Like an Egyptian?
I'll see what I can do.
You're not gonna do that.
No, that's true.
He's actually surprisingly good with the sound.
No, he's very
the
good
sound
at it.
effects.
This is sound effects.
The sound effects. The leaper.
With the leaper. We
Diz
the
leaper.
leaper.
Diz leaper.
You heard me.
We saw Arrival.
We did see Arrival.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's incredibly well written. It's slow. God damn, it's slow.
I don't know what to think of
Incredibly
this
slow.
movie.
It's smart.
It's definitely one. It stuck with me. I was thinking about it a lot.
It takes a long time to get where it wants, and but I don't see how it could have done it any other way.
Evan gets there 5 minutes before it fucking happens
It's
and
about
tells
15.
you.
It's about 15 minutes. I was talking to you, like I was wanting to
And I
converse.
appreciate that. I always like when you get your theories out there.
You
but
should
at the
talk to
same
me so I can
time-
stay the fuck awake.
That's fair. Dre did snore twice in this movie, but
You like literally.
I
turned,
did
like,
get the twist.
You turned to me 15 minutes beforehand, and you were just like, "This all blah blah blah," and I was like, "Fuck."
But I was right, and like you
Like,
knew it the second I said it.
directly
Didn't
after
you?
you said it, like all of a sudden they were like dropping giant, very blatant hints about it, and I was like, "Son of a!" I hate
But
you.
it didn't really lessen it though. Like even knowing
didn't.
before, like guessing what was going to happen beforehand, like it was still really cool how they explained it. I know we're being super vague, but is the whole point of the movie? And like,
Yeah, it's
if I
really
ruin it
hard
for
to
you,
spoil
like,
this and,
there's
like-
Yeah, there's
you're
no
not
point
gonna,
in seeing the movie.
I don't really want everyone to see it again. Like, there's no point.
I do.
I actually do
One
think
more
a
time.
second pass on it would be good.
Maybe
me.
you might notice some stuff, and that'd be about it. But
This feels not quite like Inception level, but it does feel like a second like viewing would.
It might make it interesting knowing what that twist is
Yeah.
to like go back and see some stuff, but for the most part, like it's super well acted. Even Amy Adams wasn't terrible. It's really well directed, but yeah, it is deliberate in its pacing, like to the point of detriment at times. I didn't love it like I thought I was going to. It's
the guy that wrote
I'm with you on
Sandman
that.
wants to be fired is the guy that wrote this movie too.
interesting.
So
Yeah,
we know
it's-
he's a good writer. and
Yeah,
that can do something slow.
this
And he's saying he wants
I-
to be
the-
fired
the-
from Sandman.
based on like the trailers and based on the reviews, like I was convinced this was like a top 10 lock, and now I'm pretty
Oh, it's not
positive
top-
it's
it's
not.
not
gonna
top
Yes,
10
it's
movie.
not a top 10 for me. I know you guys like. I get that the point wasn't what bothers me about this movie, but like
No, this is an insane complaint.
the introduction of a plot element that like has literally no
It's
bearing.
Completely inconsequential.
It bothers me. It's like it was an interesting like theory behind, like, or a question posed that they never get back to. It makes me sad.
It's a weird thing about you.
It was
Hosed
weird.
before hosed.
That's fair.
Thanks,
That's how they do things
That's my drop in.
around here.
Dynamite.
Well, Chuck, do you want to leave for a minute?
Yep.
Doctor Strange time.
Oh yeah,
I forgot we have to talk about that. Or
I
get to
kind
talk
of did
about
too.
that.
Yeah, I was like, is this a chore?
Only because I have to talk about it and not see it again.
We'll talk. Y'all can talk about it again after Chuck has seen it because he will see this at some point.
I'm sure.
He's waiting to go see it with his son.
Let
He's
us
had
know
a
when you're
chance.
out of the zone.
Yeah, this will definitely be one I'd watch with Lane at some point.
I
But
want to see it again so bad.
I do too.
dude, it's gonna be
Holy
like
shit!
a-
Doctor Strange is awesome.
yeah.
I mean, we talked about it last week on the Geek to Geek, but top 5 Marvel movie.
It's my favorite. Definitely my favorite of the single person like origin stories.
Of the
they've
origin
done.
stories, yes, I would definitely put it. I mean, because my favorite before this was Cap 1, and I'd definitely put this above Cap 1.
Oh yeah, it's easily above Cap 1.
I mean, again, I don't know if you consider Guardians to be like a solo origin film. If so,
no,
then,
it's a team up movie.
okay. Then yeah, this definitely is the best one.
And to me, it's very close to I don't hold Guardians quite as high as a lot of people. Me personally,
It's hard, man. Guardians is probably the
Those are my-
easiest to go back to Marvel movie.
see, not for me. Like for me, like watch multiple viewings is what made me put it a little bit lower. I still love it. It's an amazing movie, but
just-
multiple,
I'm
multiple
most
views
fun.
has dropped it. Like it and Doctor Strange are my 4 and 5, interchangeable.
yeah for me Guardians. So I actually just rewatched Guardians the other night. Brittany had never seen it, and so I watched it with her. And like I was there the whole time we were watching, I was like, oh, like I should have fought for Guardians to maybe be a spot or two higher on that list. We did.
I don't
Like,
think
it's-
it was going to crack.
Or
the
it
top
could have been in
three.
our top 10
Man.
of that year.
Yeah, well, you know,
You dick.
good eats or whatever we put in there.
Chef.
It was Chef.
You piece
You don't
of
even
shit.
remember the name of the fucking movie. Else was slapped in the face.
I
God,
haven't seen Chef, and I'm with Evan.
retroactive. It's a great movie.
It is
But
a great movie.
Jesus.
This does set up the
so
thing. Doctor Strange does set up the thing that could be the like best fix for Marvel for me. Like Mordo
Mordo was great.
as a potential villain,
I turned to you like while we were in the credits waiting for the
and I know Mordo
scene.
becomes a
Yeah,
villain.
well, even him becoming a villain, it didn't feel like Mordo. Mainly because the current Mordo storyline is a storyline they've done with Mordo a lot in the comics. Is basically what they did with Mads Mikkelsen's character.
yeah.
Like oh, I just I'm gonna bring Dormammu in, and he's giving me all these extra powers, and that's how I'm gonna live forever. That's totally straight from him instead of Caecilius, but because of what they did, he's way longer lasting, and he totally has like a Loki vibe. He had nice comedic relief. Also, geez, the acting in this was stupid compared to Loki.
It helps a lot that this movie had like 2 of my 5 favorite working actors.
Benedict
right now.
and Chiwetel are just
Chiwetel is so good.
them together was incredible. And then
What I loved,
I mean, what's her name? The ancient one.
Tilda Swinton was
Tilda
great.
Swinton was awesome.
But for me, like this is the Chiwetel that I fell in love with in Serenity. Like he was very much the operative from Serenity,
Mhm.
just with magic, which was awesome.
The way they showed magic
was
incredible.
fucking badass.
This is the best visuals in a movie I've ever seen.
It's definitely like it's right there.
There is no second place. This is number 1 for me.
It did make Inception kind of look like Child's Play, which is weird.
Well, I mean, it's also been how many years since that
Yeah.
came out?
And it did
and a
like,
very different kind of like movie.
yeah, but
in terms of
interesting.
what
Like
it's trying to
there's
do.
a lot of things like that were taken almost directly out of it. Like that spinning hallway fight is basically the fight in the London branch in Doctor Strange. And like everybody has like made the comparisons with the like twisting up worlds and everything. Like it's strange that there are scenes like very much right out of Inception, but done in my opinion better.
They were done better, and also again, CG's just come farther.
Yeah, well, and,
The direction of them,
But the conceptualizing I thought was better too.
But I mean, even just him showing the power, the comedic relief was so good, which was what I was kind of worried about. Benedict, I didn't know how he would do it. He did it well. Benedict Wong as Wong was incredible
Wong was great
because
When
that
he is
character
studying-
sucks.
when he is studying in the library
Yeah, and he
and yeah, Strange is pulling books off the shelf with the portals. The movie is it's spectacularly made.
All the stuff, especially when they went to the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York, like that got me. That's when I was like, I'm so fucking in because
Yeah.
that's like that was so comic book and like all
Yeah.
the stuff there. I was just like, this is incredible. I was like,
Yep.
this is one of the most like straight out of Marvel comic book pages I've ever seen in a movie. It was so awesome.
This is gonna be one of those weird Josh complaints. They say Sorcerer Supreme a lot in this movie.
There's a that matters. I will say that
I totally get that. Like the importance of that title, I get it. But man,
they have to establish
I'm
there's
pretty
a difference.
sure there's like a line of dialogue in which that phrase is said 3 times in a single sentence. Like,
I don't remember
man.
that.
I feel like it was said maybe 4 times total in the whole movie.
they say it a lot.
I'd say 7 to 10, somewhere in that range.
I wonder if this is on the internet.
It's
It's
probably
not-
said 20
not-
times in that movie.
Anyways,
Either way, the movie is fantastic. Wong, like the laugh at the end from Wong, the most predictable thing of all time, was still great.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
The chemistry and the interplay, like even for the little bit, like Rachel McAdams was great.
She was awesome.
The fight scene of like the chakras or whatever
So cool.
was awesome.
I like that we got an Infinity Stone in this.
Yes, I don't know. It
Eye
surprises
of
me every fucking time, and I don't get it. I should
So-
always see what the Infinity Stone is going to be in the movie, but I never do.
I've been wondering about the Eye of Agamotto, and it's interesting though to see where his power goes when he gets it taken from him. Also,
Yeah.
Vision.
So there apparently I was reading up on this because when we were watching Guardians, I was trying to explain the Infinity
Infinity
Gauntlet to
Stones?
Brittany. And
That's
yeah,
a hard sell, man.
yeah, because she's watched hardly any of the Marvel movies at this point. So yeah, so I'm trying to explain all that.
3-day marathon ahead of you.
Yeah, and then I realized like, oh, like I can't remember in the movies. Like I often forget which stone is which. Like obviously the one in Doctor Strange
Everything
is the
but
time
the Soul
stone.
Stone has appeared now.
Yes, so I was looking it up. I looked up it up on a wiki, and apparently there's some
The
movie
orange
website that I can't at this point I can't remember which website it is. But like a year ago,
Movie poop.
have you guys heard of the Thanos theory?
Yes.
Okay, so the Thanos theory
No.
is that each Infinity Stone in the movies is found in an item that like starts with a letter that basically spells out Thanos. And so this was N for necklace because wears it as a necklace.
S for scepter.
So the one left is H. Yes, yeah. So yeah, fill in the blanks there. But yeah, H is the one. So basically, they're the prevailing theory currently from the guy who predicted it was going to be in Doctor Strange is Thor's hammer
It's
in
not
Thor
going to
3.
be in Mjolnir. There's no
there's
stone.
there's no way it's in Mjolnir.
I'm curious to see
I think it's going to be the Hulk's heart then. In Hulk.
that movie that's not coming out.
It'll be in Ragnarok.
I mean, he is in Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, let's talk about that post-credit scene. Holy shit!
It was really funny.
Him just sitting there with Chris Hemsworth, and then the revelation, like, oh, this is leading into Ragnarok. This
Yep.
is awesome.
Yep.
We're about to get Hulk with Thor in Thor 3, and it's going to be kind of elements of Planet Hulk. And now they're going to have Doctor Strange going through. I was like, this is the tip.
Yeah.
So, do you think I mean, they've done teases, I feel like, this before without actually having the character in there. Like, I don't
He's
know.
already confirmed.
Oh, okay. That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
Also, because, like, we didn't really know.
It won't be much of the movie. It's while they're in New York, and we know we've been seeing like all the photos that have been released from the filming of Ragnarok. It's just Chris Hemsworth in New York in plain clothes. Like
I
him being.
really, really hope I like Ragnarok because Dark World was such a disappointment for me because I loved the first Thor. Like I'm excited for Ragnarok. Again, I don't love the Hulk as a character, so that movie is totally iffy for me. But at the same time, like Doctor Strange being in it will help a lot.
It'll be interesting because it'll be the first time I think we see predominantly Hulk and not Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah, I mean, I almost thought I heard a report that there was no Bruce Banner in this
I wouldn't
movie.
be surprised. I mean, when he goes to in Planet Hulk, like he's always Hulk there. Like
I mean,
they don't know
what
that
could
there's
Bruce
a human.
Banner
Yeah.
do in this movie.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
you
in
know?
Asgard, he's got. I mean, I'm not positive that he isn't. Ragnarok is the apocalypse of Asgard, and I'm not positive that,
that
he
Hulk isn't Ragnarok.
doesn't go batshit and just take down Asgard, which will be the greatest thing I've ever.
I mean,
seen.
it could be a cool as shit scene for sure.
Loki's
Just
also going
leveling
to
a
play a
city.
big, like, kind of like leading into like getting more info about like what the fuck has happened because when we left off in Thor 2, Loki's impersonating.
Yeah, and I
the-
dreamed up a scene.
Yeah, what you thought happened doesn't exist.
I swear to God, I thought it happened.
Odin is missing.
I thought Odin was in that damn white prison cell that he was in. The
That is not a
Loki was
thing
in.
that happened.
Man, I need to rewatch that movie that I hate.
I think you might actually like it more. The villain maybe gets worse every time you watch it.
Oh, that doesn't.
Malekith
bode well
is
for me.
Malekith is terrible, but the rest
The
of that
Dark
movie's
Elves
good.
I just didn't like in general.
I think you also struggle with the fact that Kat Dennings is in a lot of that movie.
God, she's the worst. She's so bad. I liked her in the first one. She was so bad in the second
They
one.
went a little too much with her. I don't hate her character at all.
And Stellan Skarsgård wasn't even good in it. Like,
I
which
liked
is
him.
weird because he's a Skarsgård.
That's fair. I like.
There
him a
always
lot.
is one.
Yes, that's true. Yes, go see Doctor Strange if you hadn't. If you don't like 3D, suck it up because this movie should be seen in 3D.
Yeah, Eric saw it in 2D a second time. He said it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's good still, but nowhere near the
I
same.
can't wait to watch this again.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'll
It-
show this to my 4-month-old daughter when this comes out on Blu-ray.
This is what happens when you graduate into fillery. Because they do finger magic, Trey. Yeah.
Doctor
Why do
Strange.
you have to ruin all the good things?
That's what I do.
I mean, listen.
Yeah,
I can't put that. I mean, Doctor Strange is a bit of a step up from that.
Yeah, it's what happens when you graduate and you become a master finger magician
Sorcerer Supreme.
with sour cream.
Why?
As someone who has not
Burrito Supreme.
used the key to the city, I don't feel like you can talk about finger magic.
Can you not?
No,
No, you can't.
I feel like Brady's going to text me now out of nowhere. It's
Yeah,
like
probably.
the bat symbol.
Come
Maybe
on,
you
Brady.
should get your
Just a giant
fucking shit
key in
together.
the sky.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up for
Do
us.
what you need to do.
Chuck will be back for the next show. That's gonna wrap it up for us. This is my last time doing movies and TV. Not forever. Hopefully not even for that long. If we can figure out how to call in, maybe last time YouTube sees me for a few months.
So soak it in.
I have a baby due like now, like anytime now.
A
Just
miracle
got
of science,
you just got a
ladies and gentlemen.
notification. There's a chance.
Yeah, I read it to make sure. Like
Okay.
anytime Jayla texts, I'm like, Jesus Christ, am I having a child? I do want to say, I
And
mean,
he's like, no. Not
Leg-
yet.
on a serious note, this is one of my favorite things I do in life. So like, I will really, really miss being here. You guys will be in good hands because I'm still gonna be writing the notes.
Please cut Sarah McLaughlin into the background for this scene.
I'll see what I can do.
That's fair. But I'll miss you guys, and I will miss doing this. So I will be back as soon as possible. But I have to be a good dad. It's my first child, so
It's
I'm gonna be there
overrated.
for a while.
No, the first one is the practice run.
It's
The
fair.
second
I mean,
one
I
you do
got
better.
I got the anchor baby going, so so I'm very excited. So I've got priorities, but rest assured, I will be back. I'm gonna make sure these guys keep reminding you for any new viewers that tuned in that there's one missing. You're gonna get some crazy fill-ins probably from time to time, and what with Eric and Brady. So
It should be interesting.
uh,
You know
that's
Brady's going to be here for at least the post Rogue One.
Oh, God
show.
damn it.
It's going to be the
I
best.
was really hoping we could Skype Robin for that instead.
do all of it.
Yeah, we figured it out.
So yes, I'll miss you guys, but no, that I'll be back. It's not goodbye forever. I may be here next week, but this is definitely my last movie and TV show for a while. I think I'm not going to be back, at least here.
It would be surprising if you're here in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I know I definitely won't be here in 2 weeks. So I think the next time I may be physically back for some movie and TV will probably be the movie awards at the end of the year.
Man, I'm excited
probably
for that.
end of January-ish.
Yeah, late January, early February.
So we'll see. But make sure to remind these guys constantly that they suck without me and that I was the best part of the show. And
The fans do love you.
I'll feel a lot better. So we'll see you guys next week, and maybe it'll be me. I don't know. We'll see, but they will.
I was sure you were going to remind them one more time. This is not